Ladies and gentlemen, a week to bring more changes to the sim. Not just from Asobo, third parties as well, hoping to up our experience at Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you haven't subscribed yet, we bring you the latest on what's hot at the sim. So please, hit that subscribe button for future releases. The manner the sim has grown has been exponential. The airliner begins with the Boeing Freeware that's coming soon. Yes, a new Boeing 767-300 is in development from the team of Lunar Simulations. Now this announcement came almost a year and a half ago, during October of 2021, and a lot has gone on since then. One of the pluses with this freeware would be the integration with Salty Simulations mod, allowing the autopilot to function well and have a full custom PFD, upper and lower EICAS, numerous other elements that matter at the cockpit. Airliners definitely has gained some interest, and a freeware does raise eyebrows. Why would someone do this as a freeware? Would the next project from the same team be a pairware? You never know if they go with the Godfriend strategy. Now other features including a realistic flight model, a high quality 3D cockpit with exteriors, high resolution textures, a custom EFB, performance data, custom sounds and a lot more. With no release date, the suspense is in a comfortable feeling. A studio quite well known to offer us some quality wear and great prices by the way. Can you believe if SimWorks Studios offers us the Van RV10 for $15? That's exactly right. A huge success with the Kodiak 100 on all variants. The newest aircraft is getting all prepped for another set of adventures. I like this idea of having a low-price aircraft, yet deliver quality. It's a good approach on volume-based sales. Now we have App Angel who previewed the aircraft, giving an overview of the features, sounds, behaviors in flight. There's absolutely no doubt this aircraft would be another one parked on my hangar. I can't count the number of updates I received on numerous aircraft, including the Zenith store. I mean, there were more than a dozen of them. 2 more weeks for this beauty to roll into the marketplace, folks. There's more to follow on this one. The de Havilland Venom finally unveils itself at the marketplace this week. I mean, look at that oozing out that smoke. Historic military action is about set for us to revisit history on this aircraft. The third installment, by the way, after Vampire DH-100 and the Moran D-3801. Now this is a post-war British design that's mostly derived from the Vampire. Quite similar to the Vampire, but it's actually a newer concept, offering better speeds, more maneuverability, and power. With the license in place, the Swiss Air Force made different variations trying to suit their needs, and more than 240 of them serve the Swiss, certainly making the largest fleet ever. Sim Market has been the choice of destination to get this pairware for $24 and soon to follow the Sim Marketplace. Now here's the thing if I need to call it a good add-on or not. A sound set from the team of Boris Audio Works. Now don't take me wrong here, I'm all in for quality wear and I've heard great things on Boris Audio Works. But why can't studios make a complete product with all the flight behaviors and sound sets? A complete package. Now we do have the default Cessna and it's no doubt an aircraft that needs to be addressed. Thankfully, we have the enhancement package that takes care of the aspect of flight behaviors. A man behind some great flight simulation sounds has been working on this project and there's no doubt an add-on to consider, especially if you love flying the Cessna. I love a Cessna, a great aircraft to begin your basics. Let's take a good listen of some of the things we can expect on this pack, and I sure do think it's like music to your ears. From interiors covering varieties of scenarios, engine sounds, flaps, switches, they sure try to offer us something dynamic, plus the wing and aerodynamic drag. Now Cessna might be a basic aircraft, but there's so much more to experience on this. Are we ready for Just Flight's next big thing? The fever is yet to begin and ought to be imminent. Yes, with the mention of performance has been one of the biggest things to expect from the next installment towards FS traffic. We all need a decent performing AI traffic program. Now the team claim it with more confidence on performance. Look at the comparisons here. We see a good indication of the type of numbers we can hope for. With no traffic at all, the sim stays at 68 frames per second. Having a default traffic set to offline, numbers go down to 40. Having default live traffic, expect 55 FPS. And if you tune into Just Flight's FS traffic, expect more than a 10% increase on performance. This can make a difference, and actually it's too early to judge this quite frankly. Let's first get the product, test it out, and I am confident to see another great add-on from this gang. Ground level speaking, now the team of Pilot Plus are truly artists, impressing us airfield after airfield with minute details that add so much to your GA experience. The Swansea Airport could be another one of these exciting projects to hopefully get that experience. Every detail is meticulously taken into account with numerous reference materials, giving the user the most immersion possible. Featuring a high-fidelity recreation of the Swansea Airport, this offers both interiors and exteriors, the ATC tower, cafeteria, and furthermore, a good use of PBR all around the place covering buildings to clutter, accurately modeled runways and taxiways, night lighting and more. Now this airport serves mainly as a GA airport and an air taxi destination as well. Another ground level speaking would be from the team of V1 Simulations. The Barra do Garcas Airport, SBBW in short. An airport that features handmade ground textures with high definition, detailed models of airport buildings, custom placements of decals, signposts, vegetation and more. It's another destination towards Brazil. In the world of development, what's new this week? Beta testing continues on aircraft and avionics, an update worth noting, and we all need this. With a new build out this week, there have been fixes on crashes users experience on different levels. Nav data has seen updates on this build as well. With the next stream planned early next week, we ought to expect some questions answered from the dev team. Now with World Update 12 approaching in the next few weeks, this would be the time we get the most details on the type of missions, localizations, points of interest, airports and more. This year appears to be far more exciting than we anticipated to be. Before we move to events or freewares, a fun-filled event with CD and some well-known folks at the Reno event made it a pleasurable one. Meeting folks like Blue Games, Two-Tone Murphy, Minty and the gang made the event surely a fun-filled one. You ought to consider multiplayer events, take advantage of them, meet folks who might share the same goals with you. Maybe you want to be an airline pilot or a bush pilot. Remember, there are 5 million users out there and opportunities worth considering. On the side of events planned this week, our usual gang Aussie Group flights team are set from Mornington to Groot Eland. The Great Australian Crawl they name it, a good way to explore more of Australia. From landscapes covering terrain, vegetation and civilization, this is another way to discover with a group like this. So mark your calendars as the event is tomorrow, the 27th of January. On the line of freewares, let's pay a visit to Russia this time, a different region from our usual common ones. The Vladikavkaz Airport, I hope I got that right, URMO in short. It looks like a well-made scenery if you ask me. A popular airport known to be close to tourist destinations. Now this surely appears to be a lot more work on it now. Look at the details there. Great work by Pilot 747GE. Almost 1,000 downloads within a span of 2 weeks. A new airport by the way that almost has a 5-star rating. I like these kind of add-ons. They add to the immersion while you taxi on an airliner or a GA. So big thanks to the dev for this scenery at Russia. Quite honestly, I've seldom flown to this region as I'm pretty busy at either Europe or the US or maybe Australia. Too many places to explore on World Update regions. And yes, South America as well. Which World Update region did you like the most? Leave them in the comments below. It's been a true pleasure. Do subscribe for more. Until next time, do take care.